Shalom, shalom. Call HALALYAM La, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Akakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. I teach them well. Peace and salutations to be to the hopeful elect. But that's Hazam Kabar coming to truth. Another quick hit. This one's going to be a quick lesson on lineups, edging, balding, all such things, man. So, I'm going to get started with the main scripture. All right. You got the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 27. Let me see if I can start. Yeah, verse 27. It says, "Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard." All right. So when you go into rounding, all right, it's going into edging, lining up. All right. It's not of our customs or traditions to be getting lineups or edge ups, man. It's not in our customs. All right. Cleaning up around the beard or any of that stuff. Men were made to be like messy, or rough. It's supposed to look rough. So it makes them look like a man. All right. Ain't supposed to look all tidy and neat and clean. All right. That's how a woman's supposed to look. But men, it's not so. You look at the male lion compared to the female lion. The male lion has a mane, and that's how you can distinguish a male from a female, despite the size, man. All right, but you got these effeminate bitch made niggas out here who like to wear their hair all out. They got, it's not natural for a man to have long hair, man. I mean, there's no law against having long hair, but Israel has been. How may I say it? The seed's been polluted, man. All right, the seed has been polluted. It's still an Israelite seed, but yet it comes out. Israelite man comes out, all light skinned, and it goes into it. In these slave movies, they start telling you how after each generation, the Israelites were getting more and more fair skinned, meaning lighter in the skin complexion, man. All right. Not only that, their hair started getting stringier. Okay, because we were going into what? The heathen nations, the Edomite nations. All right. You mixing with these nations, your seed, the child will still be an Israelite by blood, but by its appearance, Scripture says, "My inheritance to me as a speckled bird." So you look like Israel and a fucking Edomite. You come to look for an Israelite, you look around for Israelite, and you got all these damn light skinned Jakes, man, long hair and shit. Now, Jake, you got Northern Kingdom, and even some Southern Kingdom. Their hair is unnatural. That you got long hair, the hair grows and it starts hanging down, and then you looking like a female, man. But most Jake glories in this long hair, so they start putting it up in ponytails and even start cracking open bangs and shit. Then you get the lineups, and it's just you look at a man from behind, you can't tell if he's a man from a female sometimes, man. The men, they can be they can be smaller or skinnier, and they can be like dressed up or whatever, covering their shoulders and their broad appearance, and then they got that long ass hair. If you wouldn't see the man's face, you would think he was a fucking woman, And then if you got a clean ass bald chin and a clean ass upper lip, it's even harder. That's even worse, because now you look like a damn kid. What's the nature of those that have no beard? It's usually a woman or a child. A little boy or a woman, or a little girl. A man has a beard. Okay? It says, "You should not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Now let's grab the definition for mar. Let's see, what do we have? Bear with me just a second. From our it's not giving me it in the blue letter, so let's try looking up the common definition in the Google search engine. It says no, they're not giving me any of the ones I'm looking for. So it's mar. You can use this definition. I mean, I'm sure there's better ones, but it says spoil, all right, to ruin or diminish the perfection of wholeness of. All right, it says spoil whose life has been marred by problems with drugs. All right, so it says to ruin or diminish the perfection of wholeness thereof, man. You know, so to mar means to what? Going into cutting your beard, you know, edging up your beard. Okay, you ain't supposed to be doing that shit, man. You know, the scripture tells you plain and simple, this is a commandment. You should not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. So, you know, this is a custom that comes from the Europeans, the Edomites. These men were very hairy men, so they took razors to themselves to cut down the hair on their face, you know, the hair on their bodies, their necks and shit. This is their custom because they were such a hairy man. Scripture says he came out. It's like here. Scripture says he came out red all over like a hairy garment. You know, so red meaning the color and hairy meaning the texture. So he came out hairy. You know, and this was the firstborn Edomite. I mean, he was naturally, you know, he was coming, and you know, when he was born, he was made an example of how the Edomites should normally look like. So he came out hairy. You won't see many hairy babies coming out now, but you know, I mean, there's still hairy babies that may come out, but like not like Esau, man, when he first came out, man. All right, it says, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. So that's it on that. It's, let me see if I can grab this one too. So, book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 14, doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? Okay, so, hey, men glorying in their long hair, you ain't supposed to have long hair, man. I mean, it's supposed to be a shame to you. You know, you want to cut that shit down so you can look more manlier. You know, women have the long hair. That's the woman's glory. You know, woman's glory is the long hair, man. You know, and if you walk around with long hair, people looking at you like you're a woman, that should be a shame. You should feel ashamed, man. Okay? That's going to be a shame to you because, you know, you walk around looking feminine and shit, man. And that's crazy because the westernized mindset woman, they like these type of things. They're head over heels for this shit. Oh, a guy with long hair, I like that. That's what these females like, man. So, and who naturally, comes out with that long, stringy hair, putting that shit in ponytails and shit? That's usually Esau ass, man. And then so Jake started taking after those customs, man, putting their shit in ponytails and, all sorts of nonsense, man. You leave that to the woman, okay, because it's against nature. You look at the lion, you look at the lion, he's got a beard, and, that's just his nature. His nature is his beard. It's the same thing for a man. A man's nature is his beard and his short hair, And nature will teach you that, man. Okay? But with that, I want to give all glory, honor, praises to Yahawah Shai Bashim Kakodash. Truly hope this quick hit was edifying to you, Akiman Akwathi, who listened to the sincerity. Till next time, Yasharallah, I say Shalom.